Hey, what's up everybody? Average Sniper here and welcome to another video. Smack that like button and let's get started. We have a controversial topic today. I'm going to give my opinion on it and then I'm going to read off some comments of some people with differing opinions. I think everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and just because I think or I believe something that somebody else doesn't, I don't think that belittles their opinion at all. So head down to the comments section and let me know what you think about this, but please make sure you watch the video first so you have the right context. We're going to talk about skill-based matchmaking. Wait, I see you immediately pressing the button to scroll down to give your opinion about skill-based matchmaking. Do me a favor, just give it a few minutes. At least hear what the video is about before you give your opinion on skill-based matchmaking. So in the PUBG 2024 roadmap, they announced that they are going to be testing skill-based matchmaking. This is an algorithm that matches you up or attempts to match you up with players of similar skill. My personal opinion, I believe that connection-based matchmaking is the best, so you get the best connection and the best experience possible. But that's just me. Let's talk about some of the pros and cons of skill-based matchmaking. I'd love to see what you guys have to say in the comment section, but please remember to be civil. Everybody has different opinions about this. Everybody has different skill levels, so please put yourself in someone else's shoes before you comment, because a lot of the comments I see about this are very one-sided, and it's kind of like, oh, me. Like, this is how I play, so the game should cater to me. And there's a lot of people that play differently, have different skill levels. So when you're talking about skill-based matchmaking, you have to think of the community as a whole instead of just your own skill level or just the way that you play. So I'm going to give my opinion about it. My opinion doesn't matter. I'm just giving it because I'm making the video. I think matchmaking should be based on connection, because I think if you play with other players of the same connection speed, you'll have a much better experience. As far as skill-based matchmaking, I think that should be available for people that are new to the game so they learn how to play it. Once they learn how to play it and they get better at it, then I think the algorithms would switch them to connection-based matchmaking, so they're playing with people in their own region, not going up against high ping players. And of course, this is battle royale, so I don't think everybody in every lobby should be the exact same skill level. That makes everything super boring. You got to have average players, you got to have good players, and you got to have noobs all thrown together, because you never know what's going to happen. That is what makes PUBG so good. But there seems to be a minority of people who don't have enough time to play the game or get better at the game that think that skill-based matchmaking is some savior and something that will only keep them playing against noobs so that they can do better. And that there's a little bit of truth to that, but that's not all true. So basically, here's what's, in my opinion, this is what skill-based matchmaking, the biggest con of skill-based matchmaking, is that the more you practice and the better you get at the game, you don't get rewarded for it. You just get you have a higher chance of getting paired up with cheaters that have higher stats and other players that have higher stats. And I don't have any problem against playing with people on my skill level or higher stats, but it makes the game way too mundane. It's just boring. Pretty much everybody's playing the exact same way. And what makes the game more fun is seeing people's different play styles. So I don't care if I have to play against people that are better than me. I don't care if I have to play against people that are worse than me. I'm sure there are some people out there that are like, I don't like skill-based matchmaking because I only want to kill noobs. Sure, you always got that guy out there. That's not me, though. I love playing against people of all different skill levels because I believe it creates a dynamic environment. What I don't like is playing against people with really bad connections or connections much better than me. That just seems to ruin the fun in an online competitive shooter. Now, so that's my opinion. I don't have anything against it. I think it should be in place for new players, and once you learn the game and get better at it, then you should be matched against people with the same connection as you, you know? And I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to be harsh, but if you pick this game to play as a casual game and you're mad because you're going up against people that don't play it casually, that's just PUBG. PUBG's not a casual game. If you don't have time to, practice and get better at it, that's not PUBG's fault. That's not other players' fault that play the game more than you. That's your fault. And I hate to say it, but if you're looking for a casual gaming experience, PUBG is not the game for you. So I don't think anybody should want skill-based matchmaking just so they only have to play against other noobs. Like, that doesn't make sense. I would just pick a different game to play, one that's maybe made more casually, like Call of Duty or something like that. Call of Duty has great skill-based matchmaking. You should go look up some videos about that. My God. But anyway, we're going to read off some comments, okay? And I probably already offended a bunch of people that are like, I work 60 hours a week and I don't have time to grind like these kids do that sit in their basement all the time and play the game, and I should only be paired up against other people that also work 60 hours a week and can only play the game for 2 hours a week. Well, none of that sounds like other players' fault. You know, that sounds like, you know, a life problem, you know? So I'm sorry if you don't have time to practice and get good at a game that requires practice. You know, that's just this game. Anyway, I'm done offending people. Let's read some... No, I'm not. Let's read some comments about this. I just picked a few comments off my latest PUBG 2024 roadmap video, and I'm just going to read them and discuss them. So this comment says, great video, lots of positive changes, but don't want too many changes that will change the basics of the game. Skill-based matchmaking is the way forward. Why keep letting the best players win all the time? They're just bored and leave, and so do the casual players or those that can't keep up skilling for whatever reason. I think this will increase player numbers in the long term. So this comment is kind of like the one I was talking about earlier, where and this doesn't even really make sense. Why keep letting the best players win all the time? If they're the best players, I would expect them to win more than average. So this guy is basically saying give noobs a chance even if they're not better than other players. I don't get that. I picked that comment because it just seems to kind of show the general mentality about, you know, skill-based matchmaking from a person's point of view that might not be that good at the game. They just want it so that they don't have to get better at the game. The next comment, I'm genuinely excited with skill-based matchmaking. I'm no pro and I log in just to play a match or two to relax, and getting killed instantly by pro players increases my stress more than relaxes me. That being said, I do agree that a connection-based matchmaking system will be much better for the majority of players. Thank you very much for the comment, my friend. So this kind of fits into the category with, you know, someone who doesn't have that much time to play PUBG. They don't necessarily seem angry about it, but they want a more casual experience. And, you know, I'm really sorry, but PUBG is just not that casual of a game. Of course, if you're just starting out and just learning the game, you should have a more casual experience so you can learn it. But after you've learned the basics and the mechanics, then you should play with other players. You know, not everybody has time to get super good at the game, and if I didn't have that much time to play, I certainly would not be playing PUBG because this game is super sweaty. Next comment says, it was about time to make it skill-based. I don't have the time to keep grinding like others do, so my personal opinion is bring it on and let me casually play it when I can without raging. You want to grind? Use the ranked mode. So this is a good one. It's very similar to the other ones where it's someone who doesn't have enough time to, you know, get better at the game, so they want a more casual experience. I just don't understand why people keep picking a hardcore game and then asking for a more casual experience. That makes no sense to me. Don't pick a game that's not casual if you want a casual experience. I get that some people might love the game and not be that good at it, but is that the game's fault? Is that other players' fault? No, it's not, you know. Now, the comment about use the ranked mode, I think in ranked mode, if we're talking esports type of stuff, there should definitely be some type of skill-based matchmaking. I mean, other types of professional sports have divisions, you know, so why not have that for a video game? I agree with that. I agree with that. What I don't agree with is wanting a casual gaming experience in a game that's not casual. All right, this guy, I think he's kind of mad. Says, I'm going to stop halfway through this video because of the fact you make it seem like skill-based matchmaking is the cause of why players are not getting better. If you take away the sweats, if you take it away, the sweats will stay dominating. You cannot get better at a video game that will seem pointless to play if you continue to have a bad experience. SBMM needs to have a broader range of skill to implement better players that can casually increase a player's skill. Please stop spreading misinformation. Sorry, I'm spreading misinformation, my friend, but I think it's more of a differing of opinion here. So, one of the things that sticks out to me about this comment is This guy's basically saying if you're newer to the game and always playing against better players, you'll never get better. That's actually not true. It's the opposite. If you watch the death cam and learn from your deaths, you will get better. The thing that makes it impossible to get better, if you're only playing against noobs, then you're never going to get better at the game because you're playing against people that don't know what they're doing. The way to get better is to play against better players. I'm not saying you should be forced to play against better players, but it's going to happen. If you just started playing this game, this has been out for 7 years, there's going to be other people that are better. So, in summary, I think skill-based matchmaking is a great thing for people that have just started out the game. Should it be used to like babysit players that are already know how to play the game? Like players that know how to play the game but just aren't as good as other players, should they be kept safe from those other players? No, I don't think so. This is not a casual game. It's a battle royale. Sometimes you're going to have a bad player that wins a chicken dinner because they get into a lucky position. This is what makes the game great. So in my opinion, I think skill-based matchmaking would hurt the game more than help it. I think it would make matchmaking lobbies take longer. I think it would make it harder for people that are new to the game to get better because they would only be going up against other noobs. If you're looking for a super casual experience, I can totally understand why you want skill-based matchmaking, but remember, we're thinking of the community as a whole, not just certain players. I'm fine getting killed by players that are better than me. It helps me learn, and I'm also fine being in matches with players that might not be as good as me. So hopefully I didn't offend too many people. That's just my opinion. I think PUBG should be for everybody, but I also live in reality, and I know that some certain video games require a high skill level and not everybody has the time to grind. Should they be given a casual experience for the entirety of the time they play, or should they only be given a casual experience until they actually learn how the game works, and then the rest of it is going to be based on skill and luck like it is for everyone else? Let me know what you think in the comments section. Please don't be toxic. I tried my best to give my opinion without being toxic and making fun of people. You don't have to do that. You don't have to make fun of anyone or be toxic to get your opinion across, but you are more than welcome to put your opinion in the comments section. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video or the next live stream. Bye.